Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to NIVS Homeschool. This is Rowshan Khandaker, your English teacher. I hope you are in good health by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today, I am going to take a English first paper class for the class of 9 for the half-yearly examination. This is Lecture 4, homework number 4. Today's topic is Unit-1 Lesson-3. This is my name, phone number and today's date. So without any further ado, let's get started. This is our topic, Unit-1 Lesson-3, Bangabandhu at the UN. In our previous classes, we have known a lot about Bangabandhu's arrest and Bangabandhu's release, and now we will read Bangabandhu at the UN. Bangabandhu's speech at the United Nations General Assembly is a matter of great pride for us. He delivered the speech on 25th September 1974, just after a week Bangladesh became a member of the UN. Okay, so before 1 week, from 25th September 1974, Bangladesh has become a member of UN. To be a member of the UN was not an easy goal, as some influential countries were opposing the membership for Bangladesh. So we have got to know that some influential countries like USA actually were opposing the membership for Bangladesh. So it was another war that Bangabandhu had to wage. That means Bangabandhu had to fight this war to get a membership in UN. But finally, Bangabandhu won this fight. He won not only the UN membership but also everyone who listened to his ever-first speech at the UN. So actually, whoever was listening to his speech, his first speech in UN, was actually mesmerized by Bangabandhu's speech. It was a very busy experience for him. He came, he saw, he conquered everyone. So you know that this is a phrase, very busy, that which means came, I came, saw and conquered. Okay, so this is a phrase from Alexander. Alexander always does these things. He came, saw and conquered everything. So like Alexander, actually Bangabandhu won the heart of everyone. Bangabandhu was the first person in the history of UN to deliver a speech in Bangla, the language of 7.5 crore, 75 million Bengalis. Okay, the language of the language martyrs. Okay, we got Bangla as our language by the bloodshed of martyrs. The poet of oration, the icon of charismatic leadership, touched another milestone, and so did the Bengalis through him. It was a speech that revealed Bangladesh's stand on national and international issues before the global community. Identifying the UN as the parliament for the humankind, Bangabandhu recognized the moment of delivering his speech historical. So this speech was very historical. He mentioned that the very moment justified the century-long struggle and sacrifice of Bengalis for self-rule, independence, dignity and coexistence along with other nations. He assured that Bangladesh would follow the ideology of mutual respect, national sovereignty, regional integrity and non-interference into internal issues of other countries. Bangabandhu explained Bangladesh's absolute pledge to the UN Charter and reminded how the people of his country made the highest sacrifice to achieve the same. The father of the nation added that Bangladesh would look forward to such a world where peace and justice would take their rightful place. It was essential to justify the sacrifice of the countless martyrs. Actually, Bangabandhu was explaining how his countrymen or how his country people has won this war. Okay. In his speech, Bangabandhu expressed his utmost gratitude to UN and the international community for standing beside Bangladesh with their aids and support in the reconstruction of the war-ravaged country. Okay, war-torn country. Relocation of 10 million war refugees who took shelter in India during the Liberation War. So India has always always standing beside us throughout this liberation war. So Bangabandhu was paying his gratitude to India in his speech. The leader of the country reminded the world how Bangladesh stood on the ruins and debris of the war, where people were just struggling for survival. However, the repeated natural calamities were making their life harder, and people even did not have a minimum intake of food for a day. Going beyond Bangladesh, he expressed solidarity for all the oppressed people around the world and denounced racism, discrimination and imperialism, and the use of the force to stop people's justified movement for their rights. Referring to the struggle of the people in Africa, Asia, Latin America, Namibia, Palestine and Zimbabwe, he expressed his worry about people's plight to achieve their own rights. The leader of the oppressed, that means leader of the oppressed was Bangabandhu, noted when millions of people were destitute and with unending miseries, only a handful of people were enjoying the highest luxuries. He emphasized quick measures for global financial management based on justice. Bangabandhu warned that an absolute absence of such a system would lead the world to experience an unprecedented misery of the history. The leader of the third world countries expressed his deep concern over a global recession and inflation, unemployment, unequal distribution of wealth, opportunities, and the gap between the rich and the poor countries. He described how those had hid the development plans in many poor countries of the planet. To Bangabandhu, it was a global responsibility to fight these problems and take concerned efforts to put an end to this. Before he concluded his speech, Bangabandhu declared that Bangladesh would follow the paths of togetherness, that means unity, brotherhood, and mutual respect and cooperation. He expected the UN would take substantial roles in solving the prevailing human crisis in subcontinent as well as in other countries. So Bangladesh has been following the paths of Bangabandhu, the dreamer, the people's of leader, even after his death nearly 5 decades ago. Okay, so Bangabandhu was actually killed 5 decades ago. In this chapter, we got to know that about his speech in Bangabandhu, about his struggle to get the membership in UN, United Nations, and how he will fight the next problems like calamities, natural calamities, the economical problems, so on. Okay, so here is some exercises we need to do today. That this is MCQ, you have to do this type of topic will come in your exam, so you have to exercise this. For this part, there is only choose the correct answer from the alternatives. That means you have to choose the correct answer from these 4 options. Okay, what is the first question? Today's first question is, to be a member of the UN was not an easy go. What does the expression means? That means to be a member of the UN was not an easy go. What does it mean? Okay, what does this sentence mean? Let's see the options. It was easy to be a member of the UN. So is it the meaning of this? Here it's mentioned that it was not easy go. That means it was a tough job. It was a difficult job. Okay. Number 2 option is, it was not tough to be a member of the UN, which is not correct because it was tough. Our third option is, it was tough to be a member of the UN. Yes, this is our answer. So the answer is it was tough to be a member of the UN. Our second question, question number B is, what does the word influential means? So do you know that what is influential? Who can influence people? Who can dominate people? Okay, and our options is dominant, trivial, subordinate and inferior. Okay, so among these four options, I think this is our answer, dominant. Okay, dominant means someone who is dominating people. C, question number C is, the word charismatic means what? Awful, dreadful, repulsive or magnetic. Do you know what is charismatic? Charismatic personality or charismatic things is who can attract people. Okay, so here magnetic is our answer here. Okay, magnet can attract people. And number D is, the word milestone means important event, weak point, ruin or end. Yes, milestone is a very important event. We can say like this, that this was our milestone. That means important task or important steps or important event. So this is our answer, important event. Number E is, what does the word recognize means? Recognize means what? Recognize means you are recognizing something or you are acknowledging something. So here your option is overlook, acknowledge, encourage or discourage. So among these four options, this is our answer, acknowledge. The word number F is, the word mutual means. You know that mutual is something we do mutually and something common, okay, or shared. So separate, detached or unshared has the same meaning, and our answer is common. Okay, common is mutual here. What does the word, next question is, what does the word integrity mean? Integrity means uniting something, okay, united. So here our options are division, unity, purity and decency. These among the four options here, our answer is unity. Unity means integrity here. However, the repeated natural calamities were making their life harder. The underlying word means, that means, what does calamity means? Calamity means what? Curses, prospects, disasters or scenery. So scenery can't be our answer. Curses or prospect also can't be our answer. Our answer is disasters. Calamities means some kind of disasters. Number I is, it was essential to justify the sacrifice of the countless martyrs. What does the sentence mean? That means we need to find the sentences with the same meaning. Here, let's see what are our options here. The sacrifice of the countless martyrs are duly evaluated. No, it's not that. Here there is a word like essential. That means it was needed or it was essential or it was a necessity to justify. Okay, the sacrifice of countless martyrs are probably justified. No, that's not our answer, and the sacrifice of the countless martyrs was not properly justified. Okay, and our last option is that sacrifice of the countless martyrs was needed to be evaluated. Here, needed is the similar meaning of, has the similar meaning of essential. So we can say that this is our answer. That means sacrifice of the countless martyrs was needed to be evaluated. Okay, so that is it for today. All you have to do is you have to read this lesson very carefully and find the difficult words and know about the synonym of that words at home. Okay, that should be your work at home. And I have given you some homework here. Today's homework is homework number 4, Unit 1, Lesson 3, Exercise E. In Exercise E, here there are some questions and you have to solve it at home, and you have to write it in your SW copy and submit it on Saturday. Okay, that will be your task, home task at home. Okay, I hope you all will do that for me and read these passages very carefully and know about the synonym of the difficult words. Okay, so that is it for today. See you in your next class. Thank you for watching.